Oh. All right, 2 questions and I'm out of here.
Was that a foul on Watson?
Got to watch the film.
Or excuse not the foul.
The double dribble. You know, I thought he hit his hand and then he. But I don't know. In a course of a game, either way, I think we probably could have managed it a little bit different at that point. We had the lead, so that's one where we had the lead at that point, right? We were up 1. So that's one where maybe you dribble it out and just take care of the ball, get fouled, get your spacing. You know, we had a timeout. So I believe, I'm trying to, it's all a little bit blurry right now, but I think that was the situation. And, maybe I should have called the timeout, but, maybe he thought he had numbers, and you never want to stop a roll if it's going to be a layup. But at that point, you probably want to get to the foul line. And, I thought the one over Chile's back, well, they called the foul on Chile's, the foul they called on, but I'm not sure, who knows, man? I mean, we got to take care of the ball. The officiating is what it is. You can't control that. That's for sure. I thought it was at 7-2 at one point, and I'm thinking, holy smokes, they're going to be able to just if it's a close game, they're going to be able to manage the game a little bit with fouls and taking us out of stuff, and that's exactly what a good coach does, and that's what Tim did actually down the stretch there when they fouled us when we were about to come down. They had fouls to give still, 20 minutes in, and. It just is what it is there. I'm not too happy with the officiating, but it's a road. It's how it is on the road. I'm sure the guys who come to our place and aren't too happy with the officiating there too. So it all comes out in the wash. I think at the end of the day was we lost the game with turnovers. I mean, that was something, our lack of execution, and they caused some of them. They had some pretty good defense tonight. They're a good defensive team at times, and they were tonight, and they did a good job on this rivalry game. I'm just obviously majorly disappointed with our overall effort. I was concerned. I mean, we had a lot of distractions with Daniel's jaw. He got his jaw wired last night and wasn't sure he was going to play, so we had a different starting lineup, and then his minutes were good. He was able to breathe and play, and so we kind of adjusted there, but he wasn't himself tonight either. He ended up having 6 points or 6 rebounds, 7 points. So that was good, but that's not his game. He's usually more productive than that. So tough kid, fought through it. But Washburn was fantastic. He did a great job, and he outplayed our guys offensively and defensively. He was really good too. He used his length and athleticism, and did a good job on us. And it's a rivalry, man. You get rival games, records go out the window, and what you think goes out the window because you never know what the kids are going to do, how they're going to handle the emotion of a rivalry game. I tried to keep them as calm and analytical as I could in terms of us executing things and doing things that could help us to win the game. 100% passes and making the extra pass, all those kinds of things. But then as soon as that ball goes up, the emotion kicks in, and they had a nice crowd here tonight, and they did a good job cheering the guys on. So my hat's off. Tim does a good job, and they're victorious, and we get a chance to play them again. So we'll see where the next one goes.
How long is Daniel's job?
4 weeks. 4 weeks he's wired up, and he'll be able to play during that time. I'm not sure how long he'll be able to go during the game because there may be some breathing issues. But tonight we watched him very closely with the trainer, and
what kind of hard that takes to play?
Oh, jeez. He was in pain. He was in pain, man, and he did a really good job. So I'm proud of him. I'm proud of my guys for their fight, and their effort. But, when you take steps to get better, then you want results. And we weren't going to get results because we didn't get better tonight. And that was inevitably, that's what it came down to.
Coach, you said throughout the records for rivalry games, close game, did the best team win tonight?
Yeah, they had 1 more point than us. They were definitely better tonight. When you look at how our seniors played and how their sophomore played, I mean, you could just look at the stats and see that, Bonds is 1 for 6 and Washburn's 8 for 13. They went to him, and he did a good job. Bonds just struggled a little bit, maybe settled a little bit too much for the jumper instead of trying to bounce it and get in there and get to the foul line and so forth. So, he did that one time and made both his free throws. But, Yeah, they tonight, there's no question, tonight, whoever has the most points is the better team, not to be sarcastic, but yeah, that's, last time I checked, that's how it shakes out.
Zone at the end of the game, it seemed like you didn't do it all game, and it was effective until Bohannon got that look down there, and then they got fouled.
Yeah, they called the foul for Chili's back, yeah. That was a foul that I'd like to go see. I mean, what are you going to do, send in the film? I mean, those guys are good officials. They just, they don't walk into these arenas saying, well, we're going to give UTEP an edge. We're going to get, it's not how it works. I mean, it's, contrary to popular belief amongst coaches, maybe some of them do, but I think 90% of these guys are really good officials that miss calls. They're human beings, and they miss calls, and I believe they missed some tonight, but, we turned the ball over 20 times. You can't turn the ball over 20 times and expect to win a game on the road. That's anywhere, rivalry or not.
Rematch is usually pretty close. You guys aren't going to play each other again until February, the end of February.
Right.
How much different are these teams going to be then?
I think very different at that point. I think that they'll be a lot more mature. I think we will as well. We're young too. We talk about their youth, but for the most part, we're pretty young as well. And so, our teams historically and traditionally, my teams at New Mexico State have continued to get better as the year goes out. So we'll do the same. Well, I'm not concerned about us getting better. It's just getting better and winning. Putting those two together. I mean, we got a tough matchup on Saturday with Southern Miss, who's undefeated and has beat us twice last year. So we don't have time to hang our heads over this one. We gotta rally the troops, stay positive, not splinter, stay together, and do the right things to get better next time out.
Anything else for Coach? All right, thank you, Jeff.
Yep.